106.3.
Messi in the box. Shoots!
This is the Inter Miami pregame show, live from the ESPN West Palm Studios. Here's Mike Rizzo.
Inter Miami back in action after getting knocked out of the CONCACAF Champions Cup by Nashville SC in South Florida this past Wednesday. Inter Miami going with a strong lineup today, which features Lionel Messi. The last time we saw our Inter Miami Herons back in MLS play, Coach Mascherano was resting Lionel Messi for the big matchup, like I've mentioned already, this past Wednesday against Nashville, where our Herons fell victim at home. Now, quickly, just to go over that game, what happened on Wednesday for everybody. CONCACAF Champions Cup, arguably the biggest tournament maybe outside of the MLS all season long. But the CONCACAF Champions Cup, something our Inter Miami Herons wanted to win, something they wanted to be around for until the final whistle and hoisting a trophy. That ultimately didn't happen. And the sad part is Inter Miami technically did lose the game in South Florida. It was a 1-1 draw, but folks, how the CONCACAF Champions Cup works. Away goals count as 2. So Inter Miami goes up early 1-0 with Lionel Messi scoring his 900th career goal. And then Nashville in the second half is able to steal a goal in the 70th minute. 75th minute to be exact, or 15 minutes to play after that. But our Herons were unable to score, and they fell victim to Nashville on home turf. But today, I think, will be different. Our Inter Miami Herons, as I mentioned, back in action. They are in New York today, and it's at Yankee Stadium. So we got opening day baseball kicking off, or rather hitting off next week. But Yankee Stadium is going to be the site for today's fixture. It's NYCFC hosting our Inter Miami Herons. And NYCFC has been a very solid squad to start the year so far. It's match day 5 throughout the MLS. We had matchups yesterday, matchups today. And New York currently, right now, with a game to play, they still got to play their 5th game. They're in second place on the table. So they've played 4. They're 3-1-0. So they've won 3, draw 1, and they have yet to lose a game this season. As far for our Inter Miami Herons in their 4 games, they have 2 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss. That lone loss coming to LAFC in the first match day, in match day 1, rather, at the LA Coliseum. And then the draw came last week with no Lionel Messi, no Rodrigo de Paul, and 10 new starters in the lineup in Charlotte. Inter Miami was able to nick a draw on the road. But a strong lineup for our Inter Miami Herons today. I mentioned Lionel Messi being featured back in the lineup. No Rodrigo de Paul, though. Rodrigo is dealing with a bruise, a pretty nasty bruise, too. He shared on social media what his leg was looking like. So Rodrigo not in the starting lineup or available off the bench tonight. Inter Miami going with a 4-2-3-1. Dane St. Clair in net from left to right. You have Noah Allen, Mikael, Gonzalo Luan, and Ian Frey. Maxi Falcone still dealing with that knee injury. The 2 defensive midfielders, David Aishala and Yannick Bright. And then the 3 attacking midfielders, Telasco Segovia, Lionel Messi, and Matteo Silvetti. And up top, it's not Herman Berterame, folks. Up top, the lone striker is going to be Tadio Allende. But Berterame will be available off of the bench for the Inter Miami Herons. NYCFC is going to go with a 4-3-3 from left to right. You got O'Toole, Truin, Martins, Gray. In the midfield, O'Neal, Morales, Parks. And then the 3 attackers, Wolf, Fernandez, and the always dangerous Agustin Ojeda. The young 21-year-old has been in form for NYCFC the last couple of years. And don't sleep either on the other Argentinian, that is the lone striker, and Nicolas Fernandez. So Fernandez, Ojeda, and Wolf, a very dangerous attack for NYCFC. They like to get out and run. They like to control the ball, actually similar to Inter Miami, 2 teams that like to dominate the ball. I'm interested to see tactically how Inter Miami will line up. Now, or rather comparatively to counter NYCFC's 4-3-3. Now, I do need to mention Coach Mascherano picked up a red card last game, and he is not going to be available to coach the team today. We are all assuming that no confirmed reports, but I could only assume that Lucas Rodriguez Pagano, the primary assistant, is expected to lead our Herons. So no Coach Mascherano in the dugout today. Taking a timeout. When we come back, kickoff on your Inter Miami Radio Network.
For 40 years, Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fraunrath has stood up for clients in South Florida communities. If you've been injured, their experienced attorneys across South Florida are ready to fight for your rights. They've recovered billions for their clients. There's no cost for a case evaluation and no fee unless they win. Visit foryourrights.com. That's foryourrights.com. Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fraunrath. Proud supporters of Inter Miami FC on ESPN South Florida. Main office in Palm Beach Gardens.
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Transworld Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121 or visit tworld.com today.
Minor League Baseball is in full swing at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium as the Palm Beach Cardinals take the field on opening weekend, Thursday, April 2nd through Saturday, April 4th. Opening night features a Hawaiian shirt giveaway to the first 500 fans, and Saturday, April 4th, is the debut of the Palm Beach Frozen Iguanas, Minor League Baseball's coldest alternate identity, presented by Iggy Trap. To purchase tickets and find out more information, go to RogerDeanChevroletStadium.com.
At St. Lucie Battery and Tire, batteries came before tires. We've been selling and servicing all types of batteries for over 50 years. So when you need a battery for nearly anything, we have it, as well as the fast professional installation you need. We carry premium batteries for all your needs: automotive, commercial, marine, RV, and specialty. We also offer delivery and on-site installation, serving our customers quality products for over 50 years in the home of honest, reliable service. Go to slbt.com and book your next appointment.
Want to accelerate your career as a manager or executive in the exciting industry of sports? Florida Atlantic University's MBA in Sport Management program is ranked #1 in Florida and 10th in the world. Students learn practical and applied skills from top faculty and experts who work in the industry. With a 94% placement rate for all grads, the full-time MBA program sets students up for success in the world of sports. Check out Florida Atlantic University's MBA in Sport Management program today by going to business.fau.edu.
Today's tax tip is brought to you by Anshin Accountants and Advisors with Jeff Bowden, Executive Principal and leader of Anshin's Tax Department.
The One Big Beautiful Bill Act creates powerful new planning opportunities for high net worth individuals and business owners. The new tax legislation permanently increases the estate and gift tax exemption to $15 million per person, restores full expensing for domestic R&D costs, updates the Opportunity Zone and qualified small business stock provisions, and includes other changes that will impact businesses and individuals. At Anshin, a partner-owned firm since 1923, we help clients understand the intricacies of the bill and develop a plan tailored to meet their goals. If you're a high net worth individual or business owner looking to maximize tax savings, let Anshin deliver value where others can't.
For more tax tips from Anshin, visit Anshin.com. That's ANCHIN.com. Anshin Accountants and Advisors, helping you recalculate what's possible.
Need an extra boost? With Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union, you can earn up to $700 each year with a 7.0% annual percentage yield on balances up to $10,000. That's real money for real moments, like a family getaway or treating yourself to something special. Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union. Requirements apply to earn the highest dividend rates. Limit one checking account per membership. Dividend rates and annual percentage yield subject to change. Business accounts do not qualify. Insured by NCUA, official credit union of Florida Atlantic Athletics.
The pink smoke is in the air. Inter Miami Soccer is on ESPN 106.3. Now let's get to the pitch. Here's Mike Rizzo.
Moments away from kicking off on our Inter Miami Radio Network. It's our Herons on the road in New York against NYC FC. We are at Yankee Stadium too, folks. New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. The head referee will be Armando Villarreal Jr. So Armando Villarreal Jr. Going to be the head referee tonight. And as I mentioned, no Coach Mascherano in the dugout today for Inter Miami after getting 2 yellow cards. Now, your Inter Miami pregame is brought to you by your local South Florida Audi dealer. We all know that feeling. A change of plan, an unexpected curve, and a new opportunity. Instead of overthinking, what if you just said yes? With the all-new Audi Q3, the answer is easy because it's made for the yes life. With the power and room to handle whatever pops up, say yes to adventure, escape, and yes to right now. Because saying yes without hesitation is real luxury. That's the all-new Audi Q3, made for the yes life. Learn more at AudiUSA.com. That is AudiUSA.com. Or go to your local South Florida Audi dealer and test drive that brand new Q3. Now, I did want to mention as well, I mentioned NYCFC's starting lineup with O'Toole, Truin, Martins, Gray, O'Neal, Morales, Parks, and then the attackers, Wolf, Fernandez, and Ojeda. But in goal is Matty Freese, the United States men's national team goalkeeper. In my personal opinion, I hope he is the starter for the World Cup coming into the summer. That's with all due respect to the great Matty Turner. But Freese, one of the best goalkeepers in the MLS, he will be between the posts for New York today. Our goalkeeper, not a slouch, Dane St. Clair, baby, the MLS 2025 goalkeeper of the year, Dane St. Clair. Dane St. Clair has 1 clean sheet on the year so far, and he will look to bounce back after Inter Miami got knocked out of the CONCACAF Champions Cup. Now, 4-2-3-1, I did mention for Inter Miami, 4-2-3-1, 4 defenders, 2 defensive midfielders, 3 attacking midfielders, and 1 solo striker up top. In games past, we've seen Coach Mascherano play his fullbacks up, leaving Inter Miami exposed if they lose possession of the ball. I wonder tactically if anything is going to change. And then obviously last game against Nashville, Inter Miami goes up 1-0, and fans were complaining how Coach Mascherano and the team were passing the ball back. So interested to see how this lineup's going to shake out. They parked the bus against Nashville, and what a lot of people are saying, let Nashville score that late goal by inviting attacks down the stretch. Folks, I think Coach Mascherano and this team are going to be just fine. Let's not forget, Coach Mascherano won that MLS Cup last year, and he got a whole lot of season to play, and we are underway here in New York. The sun coming out. The sun deciding to come out. It was 55 and cloudy early on during the pregame, but the sun is now coming out in New York. Once again, NYCFC with a 4-3-3, Inter Miami with that 4-2-3-1. Inter Miami in their all black pink trim jerseys, while NYCFC is in their light blue kits and white shorts. So light blue kits, white shorts, and the jerseys do have a white trim to them as well. NYCFC slapping on that press early. They like the press, and they like to have the ball. They like the press, and they like to have the ball. Inter Miami now far side touchline. That is Noah Allen trying to tinker their way into NYCFC territory. They've been passing the ball around from sideline to sideline with Ian Frey and now Gonzalo Luan. David Ayala now has it with some space, inching closer to that midfield circle. Lionel Messi will take a touch and go back to Mikael. Actually 53 degrees now. Warm weather for March in New York. Near side touchline, Ian Frey crosses midfield. 2-man 2-ball with him, Lionel Messi. Frey cuts inside and now retreats back to Mikael. Yankee Stadium, as I mentioned, is where Inter Miami are playing NYCFC today. Not in their usual stadium. You can only assume this is the Lionel Messi effect. Near side touchline, Ian Frey. He pivots, goes right to midfield to Bright. Now to Ayala, back to Luan. Ayala ends back up with it, gets it to Mikael. Midfield circle, now goes far side touchline to Noah Allen. Fullbacks once again playing up for Coach Mascherano. Got the two center backs staying back on the defense, but Ian Frey and Noah Allen joining the attack. nothing tactically different for this Inter Miami squad as now they have some momentum. Ian Frey, near side touchline. Back to Yannick Bright. Inching closer to New York's box. Good run by Ian Frey. Got in the box and he goes down. Is there a penalty call? We got to wait and see. That was Truin on the defense, and I believe this is going to be a corner kick presented by Lytle Ryder Smith, Ivy and Frauenrath. For 40 years, Lytle Ryder Smith, Ivy and Frauenrath has stood up for clients and South Florida communities. Visit abogado-florida.com for more information. That's abogado-florida.com for more information. Lytle Ryder Smith, Ivy and Frauenrath. 2 minutes. 2 minutes have been played in the first half. First corner kick in swinger by Messi. Deflected away on one time by Segovia. And a deflection goal. Inter Miami gets a rebound goal. What a strike. Segovia put it on target. And then Inter Miami able to rebound it in the box. And it was actually Gonzalo Lujan who ended up putting a shot on target. Segovia with the first strike ends up on Lujan's right boot, and it beats Matty Freeze 1-0 Inter Miami early on. Crazy sequence in the box there. So Inter Miami striking blood first in the first half. A very bang-bang play, folks. We were unsure who was on the other end of that goal, but it turns out to be Gonzalo Lujan, the defender and center back for Inter Miami, and he scores in the 3rd minute here at Yankee Stadium. 1-0 Inter Miami. Back under play, NYCFC now going quick. That ball quickly intercepted by Noah Allen. Inter Miami now has it in their own territory. Mikael cuts in, but now we have a stoppage of play from our head referee, Villarreal Jr., and that's Tadio Allende on the ground. Excuse me, David Ayala. So Ayala's okay. It's going to be a free kick for Inter Miami deep in their own territory. But the ball on this corner, on the corner goal again, folks, the initial ball in was deflected. It ended up on Segovia's boot. Segovia shot it, deflection, ends up on Gonzalo Lujan's right foot, and he puts it behind the net. Far side touch on Mikael. Finds Matteo Silvetti. Silvetti dispossessed but goes out of bounds. Going to be an Inter Miami throw. 5 minutes played in the first half. Inter Miami up 1-0 over NYCFC and a 3rd minute goal by Gonzalo Lujan. Noah Allen will take the throw. Allen gets it to Silvetti, who falling over gets a boot on it. Wanted a foul, doesn't get one. New York now battling for position and ball, but it's won by Messi. Messi in a dangerous position with space, going towards goal, was looking for Tadio Allende, but it's a deflection. Now won again by Inter Miami. Here's Yannick Bright. Bright plays on Allende. Allende near side touchline. Inching towards the box is Inter Miami. Now a turnover. Bad pass by Allende, and then Allende throws O'Neal to the ground. And head referee Villarreal Jr. blows his whistle. Going to be a free kick for NYCFC. They're going to go quick. Far side touchline now. NYCFC got something brewing. Intercepted by David Ayala. Job there to track back by Inter Miami. Our Herons flying early, folks. 6 minutes played in the game. They're up 1-0. They've dominated possession early on. They've dominated. Tackles won. I expected a good performance after being knocked out of the Champions Cup, and that's what we've gotten so far in the early 6 minutes. Ball ends up with Dane St. Clair, Inter Miami goalkeeper. St. Clair, who, in my opinion, got a bit unlucky on that goal that Nashville scored. His defenders were better off marking the men in the box rather than following the ball. I don't necessarily think that was on St. Clair and that goal that Nashville got in South Florida last Wednesday. Far side touchline, Noah Allen dispossessed. Now NYCFC will recycle to their defense with Martins. June and Martins, the center backs today for NYCFC. You got Gray, right fullback, with it on the far side touchline. He plays it for Parks. Here's Gonzalez. Gonzalez will get it back to Martins. To Truin. This is the best spell NYCFC has had possessing the ball all game. And I say that, and it's the announcer's curse because Inter Miami's on the attack. Matteo Silvetti's shot right at Matt Freese. Good attempt by Silvetti, who got the ball in a dangerous position. He turned and fired. It was right at Matty Freese. 7 minutes played, 1-0, Inter Miami on top. The Gonzalo Luan goal in the 3rd minute is the difference. Truin. Inter Miami's got their version of a press on, and it works. One by Yannick Wright. Play to Lionel Messi. Messi shot deflected. Rebound Segovia, and he sends it over the bar. But what a save by Matt Turner. Excuse me, Matty Freese. Get my United States goalkeepers mixed up, but my goodness. Messi, great shot on target. Diving cat save by Matty Freese. Segovia rebounded, and he blasted it over the bar. But Matt Freese with a good parry. Eight minutes played. Inter Miami, certainly the more, I would say, informed team at the moment. NYCFC, though, they're sitting second on the table, and getting a win would put them in first place in the MLS Eastern Conference. So 2 of the top teams in the Eastern Conference competing right now. And Inter Miami has gotten the better of NYCFC, I think, top to bottom so far. New York's having a tough time even controlling the ball, holding the ball, passing the ball. The Inter Miami press has been great. Far side touchline, though, they got something brewing. Gray with a deep ball. He was looking for Fernandez, but Dane St. Clair is there. The 3 attackers up top for NYCFC, you got Wolf, Fernandez, and Ojeda. And Pascal Janssen, the head coach of NYCFC, likes to use all 3 of them. Far side touchline, Noah Allen. NYCFC pressing in Inter Miami territory. Good pass by Mikael. Inter Miami far side touchline, Noah Allen. Allen, nifty move on the ball. Back to the defense, though, Inter Miami goes. 9 minutes played, 1-0, Inter Miami on top. Gonzalo Luan, the goal scorer. Lionel Messi, almost a goal. Great diving save by Matty Freese, and now we have a foul. Head referee Villarreal Jr. whistles for a free kick for our Herons in NYCFC territory. Aishala to Frey, near side touchline. Frey will retreat back to the defense, and now at the midfield stripe, Mikael. He gets it far side touchline to Allen. Silvetti with a nifty move, but Gray is there. New York back on the ball. Martins to Parks. Intercepted by Inter Miami, but a foul. Free kick NYCFC. David Aishala. Leandro Stilitano is the acting coach for Inter Miami today. Leandro Stilitano, an assistant coach for Inter Miami. Leading into the game, we thought Lucas Rodriguez Pagano could have been the guy in the dugout today, but it is Stilano. NYCFC now in their most dangerous position they've had all day. Near side touchline inching closer to Inter Miami's box. This is the best spell of possession they had, and now the broadcaster curse is living well with me because Inter Miami's on the ball. That was Parks getting dispossessed by Yannick Bright. Noah Allen now, far side touchline, boots it out of bounds. Was looking for Matteo Silvetti on that far side touchline. 11 minutes, Inter Miami up 1-0 over NYCFC. 11 minutes played. First half action. Match day 5 with the Herons in New York. Mikael, good job. Sliding tackle, deflecting the ball out of Inter Miami's box. 50-50 ball in the air. Won by New York. Given right to Gonzalo Luan. Luan facing trouble. That's Fernandez pressing him. Fernandez almost won that ball in Inter Miami's box in a dangerous position. And now that'll go out of bounds. Near side touchline throw-in coming up. But yeah, Fernandez was tracking that ball by Gonzalo Luan. almost turned into an opportunity. Near side touchline throw in, Ian Frey. New York still with their press, trying to lay the pressure on as Frey gets it back off of a quick throw in. He's on that near side touchline, and he turns it over back to New York. New York, one of those teams who likes to press, likes to counter, and likes to have the ball. They play very similar to Inter Miami, in my honest opinion. Inter likes having the ball, and I think this Inter Miami press that we've seen today has been very well. But now Fernandez on the other end of a dangerous ball, and that one deflected out of bounds by Noah Allen. It will be a corner kick, the first corner kick of the day for NYCFC. All Inter Miami corners presented by Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fromrath. For 40 years, Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fromrath have stood up for clients and South Florida community. There's no cost for a case evaluation and no fee unless they win. Visit Abogado, ABOGADO-Florida.com for more information. That's Abogado-Florida.com. Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fromrath have our back. 13 minutes played. Inter Miami up 1-0. Gonzalo Luan, the goal scorer in the 3rd minute. Best chance of the day for New York off of a corner. Deflected, though, by Noah Allen. Ian Frey tracking towards the ball. He's not going to get there. New York has a dangerous position across in. Inter Miami able to deflect it away. Ball still in the air. Now won by New York. Actually, Telasco Segovia with a nice run of the ball. But he trips up New York back on it again. Here's Gray, far side touchline. He gets it off to Ojeda. Ojeda. Now to Fernandez. Parks. Dangerous position is Gonzalez. A strikeout for Parks. Deflected by Inter Miami. Won by New York, and they'll reset. Gray to Ojeda. Ojeda back to Gray. Inter Miami's press working as they track that ball all the way back to the NYCFC defense. Lionel Messi almost won the ball in a dangerous position. But now here's Gray with space at midfield. Far side touchline. Here's Parks. Gray again. Gray all over the pitch for NYCFC. Once again, 3 attackers up top who they're going to try to play deep balls to, try to get it to. On the other end of their foot is Wolf, Fernandez, and Ojeda. Morales looking for Fernandez, and a foul in a dangerous position. A free kick coming up for NYCFC about 5 yards outside of Inter Miami's box. Mikael called for the foul. I didn't think there was much there, but head referee Villarreal Jr. would disagree with me. 15 minutes played, Inter Miami up 1-0. Gonzalo Luan, the goal scorer in the 3rd minute off the corner kick. It was a deflection goal for Luan. Segovia tried putting it on target, got blocked. Luan ended up with it and made the most of the opportunity. Our Herons out to the early lead, but NYCFC with a dangerous free kick. I mentioned, man, probably 3 to 5 yards outside of Inter Miami's box. Standing over it is Morales. It's Morales and Fernandez. It'll be Fernandez taking it on. Bar down goal. Bar down goal. Free kick goal for NYCFC. Oh my goodness. What a strike by Nico Fernandez. The 26-year-old Argentinian makes Inter Miami pay 1-1 at Yankee Stadium. Our Herons now tied with New York in the 16th minute. What a bar down goal. I mean, Dane St. Clair not even attempting to save that. To be fair, even if he would have dove, I think he was beat, folks. I mean, that is upper 90, left side bar down goal for Nico Gonzalez. It originally looked like Morales was going to be the one taking it, but Fernandez stepped up with that left boot. 1-1 the score. What a goal, folks. That is Lionel Messi-esque free kick by Nico Gonzalez. Fair play to him. Inter Inter Miami now immediately on the ball in an attacking position, but a turnover as Frey was looking for Messi. Nico, I'll tell you what, man, guys, that Nico Fernandez strike, bar down, upper 90, left side corner pocket, 1-1 in the 17th minute now. O'Toole, near side touchline. NYCFC with a bit of momentum here. See if Inter Miami can answer. As that one deflected out of bounds. Going to be a NYCFC throw. The Argentinian, Nico Fernandez, had a goal heading into this game. That'll make it 2 in MLS play. 26-year-old. I said, man, I thought Morales was going to step over that one and give it a boot, but ultimately fooled everyone. Fernandez ended up taking that left foot strike, and he hit his mark. Inter Miami now, the Dane St. Clair. 18 minutes, 1-1, Inter Miami and New York. Luan. New York now letting Inter Miami have what they want in their defensive half. Now the press comes on with Fernandez as Luan plays a long, deep ball, looking for Matteo Silvetti. A header by Gray gets it out of immediate danger. Claudio Allende tracking that ball near side touchline, and Inter Miami wins the ball. Going to be recycled back to Mikael in Inter Miami territory, and now to Dane St. Clair. I mentioned New York heading into this game. 3 wins in 4 games. They're second on that MLS table. And if they were to win against our Herons today, it would actually, depending how they won, it would actually keep them in second, because Nashville technically still 3 goals ahead on the goal differential. So we'll let that shake out, but I'm at your mercy, folks. Nico Fernandez, 4 league goals. That was his 4th league goal this season. Maxi Morales, 3 assists for New York. So they have been the more dangerous players, Morales than Fernandez. Both of them 4 total goal and assist contributions. Inter Miami playing the slow play out of their defense. Lionel Messi now has it with space. Messi plays it to Silvetti. Right back to Messi, who tried finding Matteo, and now a turnover. NYCFC on it. Here's Parks, won by Segovia. Now won by Nico Gonzalez, and NYCFC's on the run. Good pass to Wolf. Wolf back to Gonzalez, and finally deflected by Gonzalo Luan. Keaton Parks ends up with it for New York, though. Gray to Morales. Mentioned Morales, those 4 assists. He puts the ball in. Deflection still won by New York. New York still on the ball in Inter Miami territory. Far side touchline, and that one out of bounds. Morales will throw it in. 20th minute, 1-1 Inter Miami and New York. The 2 goal scorers in the game. Gonzalo Luan off of a rebound corner for Inter Miami in the 3rd minute, and then in the 16th minute, a Lionel Messi-esque free kick by Nico Fernandez. Ton of space. Truin plays on Wolf. Wolf cuts in. He's in Inter Miami's box. Dangerous spot. Headed away by Mikael. Tried getting that ball into Fernandez. But Inter Miami's defense holds. New York, solid play of the ball the last, 7-8 minutes, folks. It's cliche. But the old saying is goals change games. And certainly, since New York got that goal from Nico Fernandez, it has turned this game upside down. Inter Miami has not been able to hold a lot of possession since. But we do have a throw-in. Our Herons do have a throw-in. Far side touchline. Throws it into Silvetti. Silvetti making a run. He goes to the ground. No foul call. Referee thought that was a flop. As New York now in a dangerous spot again. Fernandez plays it to Wolf. Wolf, nice layup, ball in! a deflection by Dane St. Clair, but now the flag is up, and I believe the call is offsides. But a dangerous ball by Wolf, who is looking for one of the two, Ojeda or Fernandez, at that back stick. St. Clair deflected the initial attempt, and then we had an offside call on a Morales who was diving into the box. But Inter Miami, we're going to have to reel this in. NYCFC attempt after attempt here in the 22 minutes played. So 22 minutes played, 1-1 Inter Miami and New York. Luan to Mikael. New York's letting Inter Miami have the ball in their own half until they come to that midfield circle. And then the press comes on. And now we have a player down after Noah Allen tried switching his fields, taking a face shot. That was Augustine Ojeda. Still waiting on him to get checked on, make sure he's getting the all clear. Always tough when someone is dealing with some kind of head injury. Never want to be too careful. Thrown in now, Inter Miami has it with Gonzalo Luan with a ton of space. Near side touchline, Lionel Messi, who finds Tadio Allende in a dangerous spot right outside of NYCFC's box. Allende plays on Yannick Bright. Back to Allende. Now to Bright. Two-man two-ball with Bright and Allende. Bright, near side touchline, ball deflected out of bounds. Going to be an Inter Miami throw in a dangerous position. In world football, these are usually dangerous throws, but Inter Miami deciding to go quickly and retreat back to their defense. But Mikael with space now. He plays on Lionel Messi. Messi to Silvetti. Silvetti cross into Segovia and blocked by Matt Freese. It's a good job and an organized defense by New York, but definitely the most dangerous opportunity Inter Miami has had in 10 minutes. Silvetti to Segovia, and it was all set up with the hockey assist, or rather would have been hockey assist by Lionel Messi, but it's going to be a corner kick presented by Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fraunrath. For 40 years, Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fraunrath have stood up for clients and South Florida communities. There is no cost for a case evaluation and no fees unless they win. Visit abogado-florida.com. That's abogado-florida.com. Right foot in slinger. Segovia to Silvetti, and didn't get his best effort on it. But he got it to Matt Freese, who now plays on Gray quickly. Gray, who's got a lot of pace on that near side touchline. He's playing a ball onto Fernandez. Fernandez unable to get there. And Dane St. Clair and Noah Allen able to clean that up. New York still with the pressure. They win the ball, far side touchline. They'll retreat back to the defense and reset from there. This is Martins. Now to Truant. Gray, Martins, Truant, and O'Toole. A very solid back line for Pascal Janssen. And I mentioned the three-headed snake in attack of Wolf, Fernandez, and Ojeda. I haven't seen much of Ojeda in this game, but obviously Fernandez, the goal scorer, and Wolf, a ton of dangerous opportunities so far in that box. 26 minutes have gone by in the first half, 1-1, Inter Miami and New York City FC. The goal scorer for New York was Nico Fernandez off of a free kick. And then for our Herons was a rebound corner. Good right footer by defender Gonzalo Luan. Inter Miami trying to regain that momentum, and they do with Ian Frey on the run, and that one goes out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in near side touchline. Frey goes quickly to Messi. Messi right outside of New York's box. Is he going to cross one in? He'll lay it up to Mikael. Mikael puts on a shot, and that one probably closer than anticipated by goalkeeper Matt Freese. So far, touches in the game. Maxi Morales leading the way with 19. Lionel Messi in a close second with 17. Messi has looked dangerous. Had a great shot on target, but a diving catch save by Matty Freese. Matt Freese, who I am a big fan of as a United States men's national team fan. I expect him and Matt Turner to compete with Maurizio, or rather to compete for our lads and our boys this summer at the World Cup, but it's going to come down to Maurizio Pochettino, the head gaffer for the United States, on who he wants to start. Matty Turner, has started the last World Cup in Qatar, did a good job there. But I personally think Matty Freese more informed the last couple of years. Turner had a spell in Europe in the Premier League, backed up Arsenal, played at Nottingham Forest, played at Crystal Palace. Now he's back in the MLS, and then obviously we know Matty Freese, folks, very well, being Inter Miami fans. 28 minutes, New York tinkering, trying to unlock that Inter Miami defense. They've had the ball in Inter Miami territory, but have not been able to get close to that box, and now we have a foul that's going to come far side touchline. Segovia knocking down Gray, and head referee Villarreal Jr. messaging for a free kick. Parks. Long through ball. Looking for Ojeda. Intercepted by Inter Miami. Mikael, nifty pass to Bright, but he gets dispossessed. So after the Nico Fernandez goal, a couple opportunities for both teams, but no one able to get that go-ahead goal at this moment in time. As I say that, announcer's curse. Here's Fernandez in Inter Miami's box. He tries to put a shot on target, deflected by Ian Frey, and we have a corner kick for New York City. Presented by Lido Ryder Smith, Ivy, and Farnworth. For 40 years, Lido Ryder Smith, Ivy, and Farnworth have stood up for clients in South Florida communities. There's no cost for a case evaluation, no fee unless they win. Visit abogado-florida.com. Abogado, ABOGADO-Florida.com. A right foot in-swinging corner about to be taken by Morales. Dane St. Clair barking his orders at his line, making sure everyone's in position. But Morales, who has 4 assists within the MLS this season. Here's the service. And going to ground is Fernandez. The fans want a penalty. I don't think much was there personally, as now our Herons are on the run. Segovia to Messi. Messi with a ton of space, inching towards the box. Messi cuts in. Shot off the post! Leo Messi put a shot off the post! Unbelievable in the 30th minute. The woodwork denies Leo. Inter Miami back on it. Messi in the box. Here's Allende. Allende now will retreat to Bright. Back to Messi. Messi plays on Ian Frey. Frey pass in. And Bright unable to get that foot on the other end. Won by New York. Oh my goodness. Lionel Messi, folks, denied by the woodwork. Unbelievable. He had Matty Freese beat. As a fight for the ball, Luan wins the ball. Inter Miami in a dangerous spot. Lionel Messi again. Cuts in. Leo in the box. Lionel Messi. And the ball deflected out of bounds. What a run by Lionel Messi. Had the ball on a string. He almost walked it into the net. And at the final moment, New York able to dispossess the great one. Unbelievable. How is it this 2-1? Lionel Messi denied by the post. We have a corner kick presented by Lido Ryder Smith, Ivy, and Frauenrath. Abogado-Florida.com for more information. ABOGADO-Florida.com for more information. Lionel Messi will take a left foot in swing and corner. Services it in, and he went for the Olympico. Deflected back to Messi, and now ball won by NYCFC. Can Inter Miami keep the press on and win the ball back deep in NYFC territory? Now that ball cleared, won by the Herons. Segovia. Nifty move. Burns Parks. Telasco cuts in. Penalty arc. Now dispossessed. New York on it. Parks. Dangerous spot. Here's O'Toole. Now Ojeda, near side touchline. Ojeda plays it to O'Neal. Now to Parks. Far side touchline. Big switch. Here's Gray. Gray finds Wolf. Wolf cuts in. And a good tackle by Aishala. Aishala winning and getting it up to Silvetti. Far side touchline. And he's escorted out of bounds. The last touch by New York. 32nd minute, 1-1, Inter Miami and New York. Lionel Messi, cruelly denied by the woodwork. Moments after that, had the ball on a string and almost walked the ball into the back of the net, literally. But NYCFC's defense able to knock it down at the last moment. Speaking of dangerous position for New York, no one's stopping the ball. Morales, who takes on a shot, thankfully right at Dane St. Clair. They didn't stop the ball. He took that. Morales dribbled from midfield all the way to the penalty arc. Good golly. Lucky he shot it right at the keeper. Far side touchline, Silvetti. Aishala. Now a big switch near side touchline, Ian Frey. 9 shots for Inter Miami, 4 shots for New York. Messi, plenty of great opportunities so far, but Matt Freese and the woodwork getting in the way. Here's a deep pass to Allende. Allende wins the ball in NYCFC's box. Deflected. 50-50 ball. Allende and O'Toole far near side touchline, and that one will be cleared away by Morales. It was a dangerous spot for Tadio Allende, but no one stopped the ball here. He took that. He ran from midfield to the penalty arc. I don't know what was going on there, folks. I gotta keep it a buck. 34 minutes gone by. New York and our Herons tied 1-1. We're live at Yankee Stadium, your Inter Miami Radio Network. My OG on-site producer, Oscar Gonzalez, and head spotter with me here in New York, Kate Chumsland, back at the City Place Studios in downtown West Palm Beach. Gonzalez now dispossessed by Frey. Frey will retreat to the defense. Good pass, though, from Luan to Segovia. Now Lionel Messi with it. Messi with space. Finds Bright. Bright deflected, but gets to Segovia. Telasco back to Messi. Messi shot deflected again by Matt Freese. Segovia back on it. Here's Silvetti in NYCFC's box. Messi, penalty arc. Tinkering. Frey, near side touchline. That cross deflected. Now Gonzalo Luan ends up with it. God, Lionel Messi, folks, has everything but a goal or an assist in this first half. 3 shots on target for the GOAT in the first half. 2 of them denied by Matt Freese. 1 of them denied by the woodwork. 35th minute, 1-1, Inter Miami and New York. Inter Miami playing out of their defense. Luan inching closer to midfield. Back to Mikael. Mikael right at the midfield stripe. Far side touchline to Allen. Segovia. Now back to the defense. Mikael has been a household name on that defensive end, and so has Maxi Falcone, but Falcone dealing with injury. Gonzalo Luan has started in his stead the last 3 games. And that one, deep through ball. Looking for Segovia. Segovia unable to get his head on the other end. And Matt Freese, the goalkeeper, ends up with it. Matty Freese having a heck of a half. Has denied Lionel Messi twice. Denied Telasco Segovia. Got caught, in a bad spot on that Gonzalo Luan goal, which opened up the scoring in the game. But it was a deflection goal. Some would say unlucky, but, geez, with the amount of touches Lionel Messi has had in the box and opportunities, I cannot believe that Inter Miami only has 1 goal at this stage in the game. Near side touchline, going to be a throw and a bad turnover. Freese and Martins not on the same page, and they go backwards. They're in a dangerous spot, and Inter Miami deciding to tinker out of the defense. Luan, deep ball, intercepted by New York. Here's a dangerous position now. Is Morales. Morales, is he on sides? He is. Far side touchline. I didn't think he thought he was on side, honest. And now we have a stoppage of play, and now now we have a stoppage of play because a New York player is down. I think this is Fernandez. But as I mentioned, my OG on-site producer, Oscar Gonzalez, we thought that Morales could have been offsides, but now a card has been shown, a yellow card for Gonzalo Luan. I think he was arguing that Morales was offsides, and he took it a step too further. I got to see a replay here, folks, but it looks like Morales was offside regardless. Not really going to matter in the grand scheme of things. The thing that matters is the yellow card and the citation. Inter Miami is already without Maxi Falcone. They're very thin at that center back position. Now a turnover immediately off the free kick. Silvetti's on it, then Silvetti turns it over. New York finding pockets, man. Both teams finding pockets to pass it to. And now finally, that's the third time I've done the announcer's curse this half. That goes out of bounds on a bad pass. Inter Miami now throws it in. Your far side touchline is Segovia. And there's the announcer announcing the booking of Gonzalo Luan. Once again, a booking in that 37th minute. Gonzalo Luan getting a yellow card and a citation. Near side touchline, Luan to Frey. Now Frey will play it back to St. Clair. 39 minutes gone by. 39 minutes gone by. 1-1. Inter Miami and New York. Nico Fernandez, a free kick goal for New York. And Gonzalo Luan, a right foot rebound goal off of a deflected corner kick. Now a deep through ball to Allende, but a good job there by Freeze to leave his line. Allende would have got on the end of that too if Matty Freeze didn't leave his lines. Good heads-up play by the hopeful starting goalkeeper for the United States. Now that one escorted out of bounds, or actually a foul on Mikael. Head referee Villarreal Jr. signaling for a free kick. Been a very fun first half. If you're a neutral watching this match, been a very fun half. You've seen a little bit of everything. 3 on-target shots for Lionel Messi. 2 of them denied in great fashion by Matt Freeze. 1 denied by the woodwork. 40 minutes gone by in the first half. I believe we do have a stoppage of play. Now we get it going. St. Clair will play it out of his net. Messi and Morales, the 2 players with the most touches for their respectable team in the half. Messi has been everywhere. Like I said, he's got everything but a goal and assist in this game. Probably deserves a goal at this point, but I am a homer. New York now, it's a bad turnover in their own half. Lionel Messi with space. Messi inching closer to that penalty arc. Messi takes on a shot, a good deflection there. That was O'Neal with a diving attempt that blocked Messi, and now Inter Miami back on it. But good job there by O'Neal, a sliding tackle. I think that was going to be another opportunity for Messi that was going to be on target. Speaking of, Inter Miami in business with Messi. Right outside the penalty arc. Leo shot off the bar again. Silvetti! Oh my goodness, denied at the last moment. Matty Freeze. Messi has hit the bar again. That is the second time Leo has hit the post. It was a left foot finesse. And oh my goodness. Off the top woodwork again. It wanted to go down. It wanted to be similar to that Nico Fernandez bar down goal. He just missed it. Oh my God. How is it this 2-1 in the 41st minute? And then Silvetti on the rebound. Deflected by Freeze. There's a lid on the goal. Great opportunity after great opportunity. New York playing with disaster once again as Martins sends the ball deep out of bounds, clears it off of his lines. Inter Miami throwing. 42 minutes. We are just under 3 minutes on the allotted extra time by the referee. We've had 2 stoppages that I could think of. My best guess will be 3 or 4 minutes on that extra time. Far side touchline, Aishala kicks it out of bounds. No one home. Silvetti was way up the pitch, and Noah Allen was not with the attack at the moment. So it'll be a throw-in for New York. Throwing it in is Gray. Now won by Luan immediately off the throw. Luan goes to ground, and now a foul. Villarreal Jr., head referee, signaling for a free kick. Inter Miami goes quick. Aishala to Frey. Frey, gosh, an elephant touch. But good job by Ian by winning it back after the bad first touch. Frey still on the run, folks. A lot of space. Inching closer towards the penalty arc. He finds Segovia. Back to Messi. Messi to Segovia. Right at the penalty arc to Bright. Bright looking for Leo. Leo in the box. Shot! Just left. Another opportunity for Lionel Messi in the box, but this one off target. Leo went right foot on that one. Good attempt for his weak foot. You know, not to go EAFC on you guys or FIFA. I give Lionel Messi about 4.5 stars on that right foot. But that one just a tad off target in the 43rd minute. Matt Freese will kick it away with the goal kick. Freeze boots it away. Far side touchline. Gray heads it right out of bounds. Inter Miami throw. 44 minutes gone by. 1-1 Inter Miami and New York City FC. Gonzalo Luan, the goal scorer for Inter Miami. Nico Fernandez, the goal scorer for New York. It's a brilliant free kick goal for Fernandez. Luan's goal was a rebound goal off of a deflected corner opportunity. And then Lionel Messi, 4 shots total. 3 on target, 5 shots total, 3 on target, 2 saved by the woodwork, and 1 saved by Matt Freese. Far side touchline, Allen to Silvetti. Silvetti, nifty move, leaves Gray in his dust, crosses it into Segovia. Segovia opportunity. That one deflected out of bounds. Going to be a corner kick presented by Lytle Rider Smith, Ivy, and Frauenrath. Abogado-Florida.com for more information. ABOGADO-Florida.com for more information. They have been serving South Florida and their families for 40 years. And now we have extra time presented by our great friends at your local South Florida Audi dealer. More on that in just a second. Quickly played is the ball to Allen off of that free kick. Segovia ends up with it right off of his free kick that went short. Now near side touchline, Silvetti. Silvetti cuts in, crosses it to the back stick. Nobody home. Won by New York. 2 minutes of added time presented by your local South Florida Audi dealer. Visit AudiUSA.com to learn more. Test drive the new Q3 today. AudiUSA.com to learn more. Test drive the brand new Q3 at your local South Florida Audi dealer. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. We have played 1 minute of the allotted 2 already. 46 on the dot in the first half. Inter Miami dispossessed. Bad spell of possession for both sides, as now finally New York ends up with it. Martins to Truins. Center backs playing 2-man 2-ball at the moment. I think they're happy to go to half at this point with how dangerous Inter Miami has looked in the attack. Explain everything more at half, but I mean, Lionel Messi, denied by woodwork twice. And I'm at your mercy. Matt Freese has had 2 saves on him. He has 5 total shots, 4 on target, and no goals. Crazy. And they're great shots, too, folks. He's not shooting it right at the damn goalkeeper. All right? 2 diving saves by Freese, and then woodwork, meaning the bar, folks, saving it 2 other times. And now I believe we have an offsides. Yeah, flags up. Offsides on NYCFC. But we are about 5 seconds away from the alluded 2 minutes of extra time. 57, 58, 59, and there's 47 on the dot. And I believe that is it. Halftime. We have reached halftime. Yankee Stadium. They're getting the Lionel Messi show. They've seen everything from Messi other than a goal. We'll break down Leo's star performance on your halftime report. And we'll also break down what exactly happened on both sides for Inter Miami and New York in that first half. Mike Rizzo, Oscar Gonzalez on site at Yankee Stadium on your Inter Miami Radio Network. Kate Chumslin back at the City Place Studios in downtown West Palm Beach, keeping us up over the air. Your halftime report coming up next at Yankee Stadium. This is Inter Miami football.
Picture this, a curve in the road, a change in plans. Well, what do you say? With the all-new Audi Q3, the answer's always yes. Yes to adventure. Yes to escape. Yes to performance. Yes to comfort. Yes to right now. Because saying yes without hesitation, that's real luxury. The all-new Audi Q3, made for the yes life.
For 40 years, Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fraunrath has stood up for clients in South Florida communities. If you've been injured, their experienced attorneys across South Florida are ready to fight for your rights. They've recovered billions for their clients. There's no cost for a case evaluation and no fee unless they win. Visit foryourrights.com. That's foryourrights.com. Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fraunrath. Proud supporters of Inter Miami FC on ESPN South Florida. Main office in Palm Beach Gardens.
If you want to learn how to fan the football way, ask the fans with a Modelo. Only they know how to celebrate with strangers as if they were lifelong friends. To lose their voice for weeks after chanting for 90 minutes. They are always ready to teach you the ways of football because to them, passion is meant to be shared. So go ahead, ask the fans with a Modelo.
Hey, ref, time out, man. All right, team, we're only down by 5. We can still win this. Grab some water and get back out there. Whoa, not that water. You need Culligan water. With the free water test and advanced reverse osmosis purification system, Culligan helps reduce contaminants, delivering cleaner, safer, better tasting water. Enjoy 12 months interest-free. Schedule your free test today at Culligan.com. Serving all of South Florida, residential or commercial.
Hey, Culligan man!
Picture this, a curve in the road, a change in plans. Well, what do you say? With the all-new Audi Q3, the answer's always yes. Yes to adventure. Yes to escape. Yes to performance. Yes to comfort. Yes to right now. Because saying yes without hesitation, that's real luxury. The all-new Audi Q3, made for the yes life.
College basketball is heating up, and the tournament is here. Don't let your home get caught off guard. Get game ready now with EDS Air Conditioning. EDS Air Conditioning is a trained comfort specialist. It's hard to stop a train. Right now, qualified customers can get 0% interest for 60 months on a brand new AC. Hot streaks belong on the court, not in your living room. With over 800 Google reviews and a 4.8 star rating, EDS has been the trusted MVP since 2006. Visit EDSisyes.com today.
Want to accelerate your career as a manager or executive in the exciting industry of sports? Florida Atlantic University's MBA in Sport Management program is ranked #1 in Florida and 10th in the world. Students learn practical and applied skills from top faculty and experts who work in the industry. With a 94% placement rate for all grads, the full-time MBA program sets students up for success in the world of sports. Check out Florida Atlantic University's MBA in Sport Management program today by going to business.fau.edu.
Inter Miami Soccer is on ESPN 106.3. Let's get back to the pitch. Here's Mike Rizzo.
1-1, your halftime score. We'll go through highlights in just a moment, but this is your Inter Miami Radio Network. Mike Rizzo on the call. Oscar Gonzalez, my OG on-site producer and spotter. Kate Chumslin back at the City Place Studios in downtown West Palm Beach. Cade, cut us up a couple of highlights here. Let's start things off with the Gonzalo Luan rebound goal to make things 1-0 in the third minute. 2 minutes. 2 minutes have been played in the first half. First corner kick in swinger by Messi. Deflected away on one time by Segovia. And a deflection goal. Inter Miami gets a rebound goal. What a strike. Segovia put it on target. And then Inter Miami able to rebound it in the box. And it was actually Gonzalo Lujan who ended up putting a shot on target. And that was Lujan who scored the goal. I was at your mercy, folks. There's a big scrum in that box after the Segovia deflection, but our center back, Lujan, able to put it past Matt Freese. And then, I mean, folks, this is Lionel Messi-esque by Nico Fernandez, the striker for NYCFC. Both him and Morales standing over the free kick, and a left foot bar down, upper 90 goal for Nico Fernandez to tie things up. It'll be Fernandez taking it on, bar down goal. Bar down goal, free kick goal for NYCFC. Oh my goodness. What a strike by Nico Fernandez. The 26-year-old Argentinian makes Inter Miami pay 1-1 at Yankee Stadium. Our Herons now tied with New York in the 16th minute. What a bar down goal. I mean, Dane St. Clair not even attempting to save that. But yeah, Nico Fernandez, man, I continued after that. Lionel Messi-esque, folks. That was a Messi-esque free kick. Speaking of Messi, 5 total shots, 4 on target, 2 denied by Matt Freese, 2 denied by the woodwork. And Cade has the woodwork attempts for us. Let's listen to Messi's first attempt that went off the bar. Segovia to Messi. Messi with a ton of space, inching towards the box. Messi cuts in. Shot off the post! Leo Messi put a shot off the post! Unbelievable in the 30th minute. And then now let's hear the second one denied by the post. Speaking of, Inter Miami in business with Messi. Right outside the penalty arc. Leo, shot off the bar again! Silvetti! Oh my goodness, denied at the last moment, Matty Freese. Messi has hit the bar again. That is the second time Leo has hit the post. It was a left foot finesse. And oh my goodness. Almost went bar down. It was almost very similar to Nico Fernandez's free kick goal, but Leo denied by the woodwork 2 times, and also diving saves by Matt Freese twice. 5 shots for Messi, 4 on target, 2 denied by the keeper, 2 denied by the woodwork. When we come back, we'll take a look at the statistics under the hood. This is your halftime report on your Inter Miami radio network.
At St. Lucie Battery and Tire, batteries came before tires. We've been selling and servicing all types of batteries for over 50 years. So when you need a battery for nearly anything, we have it, as well as the fast professional installation you need. We carry premium batteries for all your needs: automotive, commercial, marine, RV, and specialty. We also offer delivery and on-site installation, serving our customers quality products for over 50 years in the home of honest, reliable service. Go to slbt.com and book your next appointment.
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Transworld Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121, or visit tworld.com today.
Minor League Baseball is in full swing at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium as the Palm Beach Cardinals take the field on opening weekend, Thursday, April 2nd through Saturday, April 4th. Opening night features a Hawaiian shirt giveaway to the first 500 fans, and Saturday, April 4th, is the debut of the Palm Beach Frozen Iguanas, Minor League Baseball's coldest alternate identity, presented by Iggy Trap. To purchase tickets and find out more information, go to RogerDeanChevroletStadium.com.
Ready to take on any terrain? The all-new 2026 Defender 110 P300S is here. Built for those who crave adventure without compromising on luxury. Lease the powerful 2026 Defender 110 P300S for just $899 per month for 36 months. Whether you're tackling the toughest roads or cruising the city, the Defender is ready for it all. Don't wait. Visit Land Rover Palm Beach today and experience the Defender like never before. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Need an extra boost? With Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union, you can earn up to $700 each year with a 7.0% annual percentage yield on balances up to $10,000. That's real money for real moments, like a family getaway or treating yourself to something special. Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union. Requirements apply to earn the highest dividend rates. Limit one checking account per membership. Dividend rates and annual percentage yield subject to change. Business accounts do not qualify. Insured by NCUA, official credit union of Florida Atlantic Athletics.
Today's tax tip is brought to you by Anshin Accountants and Advisors with Joseph Malloy, tax partner in Anshin's Construction Group.
The One Big Beautiful Bill Act, also known as the OBBBA, will have a significant impact on tax planning strategies. The bill restores and makes permanent 100% bonus depreciation for all eligible purchases made after January 19, 2025. This tax incentive will influence investments in additional machinery and equipment upgrades, providing an immediate tax deduction and helping contractors increase cash flow. At Anshin, a partner-owned firm since 1923, we strategically guide construction companies through the new tax law to help them develop the right strategy and enhance profitability. If you're a construction executive or owner looking to maximize tax savings, let Anshin deliver value where others can't.
For more tax tips from Anshin, visit Anshin.com. That's ANCHIN.com. Anshin Accountants and Advisors, helping you recalculate what's possible.
For 40 years, Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fraunrath has stood up for clients in South Florida communities. If you've been injured, their experienced attorneys across South Florida are ready to fight for your rights. They've recovered billions for their clients. There's no cost for a case evaluation and no fee unless they win. Visit foryourrights.com. That's foryourrights.com. Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fraunrath, proud supporters of Inter Miami FC on ESPN South Florida. Main office in Palm Beach Gardens.
Anajar and Levine.
Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 1063.
WESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station. The pink smoke is in the air. Inter Miami Soccer is on ESPN 1063. Now let's get to the pitch. Here's Mike Rizzo.
Our Inter Miami Herons currently deadlocked with NYCFC. Let's open up the hood quickly on our Inter Miami radio network and look at some match facts. Inter Miami leading the way with a .99 XG compared to New York's .29. 15 shots for the Herons compared to 4 for New York. 6 shots on shot for the Herons, 2 for New York. 0 big chances technically on both sides, and none of those chances missed because we didn't have any big chances. Inter Miami very accurate on passes at a 92% rate, and there have been 9 total fouls in the game and 6 corner kicks. When we come back, we will have the second half on your Inter Miami radio network.
Today's tax tip is brought to you by Anshin Accountants and Advisors with Kevin McHale, tax partner in Anshin's Real Estate Group.
Under the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, recent changes to the Opportunity Zone program include a rolling capital gains deferral period, updated basis step-up, and tax-free appreciation rules, new categories of qualifying funds, and revised criteria for the census tracts that qualify as Opportunity Zones. At Anshin, a partner-owned firm since 1923, we help real estate professionals navigate through the new Qualified Opportunity Zone rules so their investments align with their goals of maximizing deferrals, minimizing capital gains, and ensuring compliance with the updated legislation. If you're launching a new fund or restructuring existing investments, let Anshin strategically guide you through these changes and deliver value where others can't.
For more tax tips from Anshin, visit Anshin.com. That's ANCHIN.com. Anshin Accountants and Advisors, helping you recalculate what's possible.
Minor League Baseball is in full swing at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium as the Palm Beach Cardinals take the field on opening weekend, Thursday, April 2nd through Saturday, April 4th. Opening night features a Hawaiian shirt giveaway to the first 500 fans, and Saturday, April 4th, is the debut of the Palm Beach Frozen Iguanas, Minor League Baseball's coldest alternate identity, presented by Iggy Trap. To purchase tickets and find out more information, go to RogerDeanChevroletStadium.com.
Need an extra boost? With Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union, you can earn up to $700 each year with a 7.0% annual percentage yield on balances up to $10,000. That's real money for real moments, like a family getaway or treating yourself to something special. Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union. Requirements apply to earn the highest dividend rates. Limit one checking account per membership. Dividend rates and annual percentage yield subject to change. Business accounts do not qualify. Insured by NCUA, official credit union of Florida Atlantic Athletics.
Second half kicked off here on your Inter Miami radio network. Lionel Messi actually still waiting for the signal from head referee Villarreal Jr. And now he blows it, and now the second half is underway. Mike Rizzo, your voice of the Inter Miami Herons on the call. To my right is my OG on-site producer, Oscar Gonzalez, and lead spotter. And back at the ranch, back at home at the City Point Studios in beautiful downtown West Palm Beach is our good buddy Kate Jumslin. Inter Miami, no substitutions so far coming out of the half, and same with New York. So same 11s on both sides for the Herons and New York City. We're live in the Bronx at Yankee Stadium. The sun came out for us today. It was a cloudy pregame, cloudy day leading up to the game, but we have as my dad says, folks, we have a bluebird day in the Big Apple. Big through ball forward as New York able to settle it deep in their own territory. Near side touchline is Gray. Inter Miami slaps on a press. That one escorted out of bounds. Be a dangerous throw-in for Inter Miami. On it is Matteo Silvetti, right outside of New York's box. Silvetti gets it to Allen. Allen will play it now back to the defense, and Mikael and Luan. I mentioned Lionel Messi. 2 shots off the woodwork for Lionel Messi. 2 shots saved by Matt Freese in the first half. Has everything but a goal or an assist. Deep through ball. Mikael looking for Allende, but won by Messi. Messi lays it up to Segovia at that halfway circle now. Messi inching towards the penalty arc. Messi still has it, lays it up to Segovia. Segovia trying to track it after a bad touch. And that one will be cleared away by New York. Won by our Herons at midfield. Right at the midfield circle is Luan. Luan plays it to Segovia. Segovia with space. Finds Luan. Now Ayala to Silvetti. Silvetti tries going for goal on a finesse shot, but he got it all wrong in the box. It was on that near side box of our broadcast. Silvetti tried putting a finesse on it, a right to left shot. He was way off target. Going to be a goal kick for New York. Matt Freese now. Freese, a good goalkeeper with his feet and his hands. Obviously, we remember the Gold Cup for the United States where he was making heroic penalty saves. But I think what's underrated is his ability to come off of his lines and his ability to play the ball at his feet. With the 2 saves he's had on Leo Messi today, I'm a firm believer that he should be the starter for the United States. But we do have a foul. This is going to be another free kick outside of the box for New York. Or actually, they're going to call that on New York, thankfully. It would have been a dangerous position. That's going to go against Wolf. Once again, the 3 attackers for New York, the dangerous attackers, Wolf, Nico Fernandez, and Ojeda. Wolf got a little too physical for head referee Villarreal Jr.'s liking. Park now with a ton of space. Plays on Nico Fernandez. Fernandez in Inter Miami's box. Laid it up to Wolf, but that ball won by Luan. A header now by Allende, who turns it immediately over. Wolf to Nico. Nico plays on Morales, but Morales unable to get there. Are they going to call that a corner kick? They are going to call that a corner kick. Presented. Or no, it is a goal kick. I'm sorry. Morales was walking to the side. Like it was going to be a corner. But it is a goal kick. St. Clair takes it quickly. Luan now to Mikael. Presses on for New York. Has that one almost intercepted in a dangerous spot by Morales. Luan has it. 49 minutes played in the second half. 1-1 Inter Miami and New York. Here's Ayala Tried finding Silvetti, won by Gray. Silvetti still fighting for it. Coming on over is Allen. That one gets booted out of bounds by Noah. It's going to be a throw-in for New York. Segovia been in dangerous positions today. I'll tell you what, Inter Miami's attack, they've had opportunities. They've had opportunities. And I mentioned the Leo Messi opportunities, but Segovia also almost got his left boot on the outside of a Matteo Silvetti pass. It was saved by Matt Freese, and now we have a foul. That's going to go against Ian Frey, a no-doubter. Happy there wasn't a card shown there. 50th minute, Inter Miami tied with New York 1-1 at Yankee Stadium. Our Herons, from the looks of it, from my eyes, still going with that 4-2-3-1, with the defensive midfielders being Yannick Bright, the attacking mids, Segovia, Messi, and Silvetti, and then I guess we could call Tadio Allende at a striker, but he's been moving around more like a winger. I think Messi, man, I think Coach Mascherano might have some tough decisions coming up, because I think Lionel Messi is better at striker. I think at this point on this team, Messi might need to play that striker role. New York in a dangerous spot in Inter Miami territory. In the box is Wolf. Dispossessed by Frey. Great ball-winning play by Ian Frey. He goes to ground, and a foul on Wolf in the 51st minute. Going to be a free kick for Inter Miami. No card. Lone card of the game with the Gonzalo Luan for, all intents and purposes, mouthing off to the official. Inter Miami tinkering out of the defense, out of the free kick, near side touchline, Mikael. Right outside Inter Miami's box. Dangerous press is on for New York. 50-50 ball. Mikael wins it, but no, did not win it. That ball rolled out of bounds. Going to be a throw-in for New York, near side touchline in Inter Miami territory. And now we have a yellow card issued to Mikael. Things are interesting now because your two center backs, in Mikael and Gonzalo Luan, both have yellow cards. I believe that was a card because it went out of bounds and he still kicked it. And apparently, head referee Villarreal Jr. felt like he knew that it was a throw-in. So another citation for an Inter Miami defender, a position that you don't have a lot of players at, with Falcone being unavailable with the knee. Gray, right outside of Inter Miami's box, tackled by Segovia, and they're actually going to call a foul on Gray, who is shielding Segovia off the ball, two-handsy for head referee Villarreal Jr. 53 minutes have gone by, 1-1. This is second half on your Inter Miami radio network. Gonzalo Luan, the goal scorer in the 3rd minute for Inter Miami. And then Nico Fernandez, the goal scorer for NYCFC in the 16th. We have not had a goal since early on in the first half. Fernandez had that beautiful bar down left foot free kick goal, as I mentioned numerous times now, Lionel Messi-esque. But Inter Miami has over a 1 expected goal percentage, XG. They have over a 1 XG in the game, while NYCFC is sitting at about 0.25. So Inter Miami's been the more dangerous team. It's a gutsy performance by Matt Freese, multiple saves, and then Lionel Messi, unfortunately, hitting it off the woodwork 2 times. Stoppage of play right now, waiting for Villarreal Jr. to blow his whistle so New York can resume play, and now we do. Miami slaps on a press and another foul. That's going to go against Ian Frey. So 2 fouls, no citations or cards, but 2 fouls in a row for Inter Miami. And now we have a yellow card shown to Yannick Bright. I think maybe stoppage of play, time wasting. But a yellow card now. That's 3 cards for Inter Miami. Yannick Bright, Mikael, and Gonzalo Luan. 54 minutes, 1-1, Inter Miami in New York. Live in the Big Apple. Mike Rizzo on the call for your Inter Miami radio network. My OG on-site producer, Oscar Gonzalez. Lead spotter as well, Kate Chumsland. back at the City Place Studios in downtown West Palm Beach. New York has it in Inter Miami territory, right outside of the box, far side touchline. They'll retreat back to Morales. .55 on the dot, 55 minutes played. New York still tinkering in Inter Miami territory. Morales looking back stick, and Noah Allen able to clear it away. Here is Martins, right at midfield. Right smack dab in the middle is the center back. Plays it to O'Toole. Now Morales. Parks. Intercepted by Frey. And Inter Miami gets something going. Near side touchline, Noah Allen. Allen with a ton of space. Gets past midfield. Now he'll retreat back to Segovia. Aishala. Here's Frey. And a handball. Ian Frey on the far side touchline tried finding Lionel Messi. And that's going to be a handball on O'Toole. Messi quickly off the jet. And that one, he was looking for Silvetti on a deep through ball. And that one deflected out of bounds behind the keeper's net. And we have our first corner kick of the day, presented by Lytle Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fronrath. Abogado-Florida.com for more information. They've been serving South Florida and their people for 40 years. I believe Tadio Allende just got shown a yellow card as well. I'll get you more information on that. But corner quickly taken, and Inter Miami deflected it. It's going to be a throw-in for New York. But I believe Tadio Allende has just been showed yellow as well. That is the fourth Inter Miami player who's been awarded a card in today's fixture. It has to be mouthing off. It wasn't a bad tackle. Our Herons now win it back in New York territory. They'll retreat back to Mikael. So Ian Frey, Tadio Allende, Gonzalo Luan, and Mikael, all with bookings, citations, yellow card, whatever you want to call it. Is Inter Miami now looking for a pocket of space to attack. Here's Yannick Bright. Now near side touchline. In New York territory is Silvetti. Silvetti gets it to Segovia. Centralized to Messi. Aishala. Segovia. Now to Messi with space. Messi. Penalty arc. Gets it to Silvetti. Silvetti. Plays on Segovia. Inter Miami looking threatening. Leo outside the penalty arc. Tries getting it to Bright and intercepted. Now we got to be careful and get back. Here is Wolf on the run for New York. Closed down by Gonzalo Luan. But a deep through ball looking for Nico Fernandez. And Mikael bullies him off the ball. Fernandez wanted a foul. Not going to get one. 58 minutes have gone by. 58 minutes in the second half. 1-1 is your score. Inter Miami and New York in the Big Apple at Yankee Stadium. New York now with momentum and space finds Morales. Morales with a through ball. Shot, goal! New York gets their goal. Ojeda, the goal scorer. What a pass. What Morales with his fifth assist in the MLS season. And he finds a streaking Ojeda who found the pocket between the center backs. Inter Miami down 2-1 in New York at Yankee Stadium. Morales was able to find the pocket for Ojeda, and a beautiful finish by Ojeda. St. Clair came off his line at the wrong time. To be fair, he was one-on-one. I personally think, folks, Dane's got to step up there, but how does Ojeda get in that position in the first place? Beautiful ball, beautiful finish. Defense could have been better. Keeper could have been better. Inter Miami down 2-1 in the Big Apple. Still plenty of time. 59 minutes have gone by. Inter Miami going to have about, I would say, it's too early to distinguish what you think extra time is going to be, but Inter Miami is going to have 30 minutes to get a goal or two. Messi goes to ground and a foul. It's going to be in New York territory. Messi quickly takes it off the jump and a handball, and now a card, I believe, shown to Morales. Yes. Morales shown yellow. That is the 5th card issued in the game, a booking in the 60th minute. Will Messi try to take this one on for a free kick goal? Be about 10 to 12 yards outside of Matt Freese's goal. Messi has hit harder shots in his career. And down a goal, you think that he might take this on. Messi does take it on! Goal! Lionel Messi with a free kick goal in the 60th minute! He completely fooled Matt Freese. Freese went the wrong way, and by the time he tried to go back to the right way, it was too late. Messi fooling the goalkeeper in the 60th minute. What a response by Inter Miami and the greatest player of all time. Freese committed right, and it took a deflection. Now on the replay, it took a deflection off of a New York player, and that was Nico Fernandez getting a deflection on it, but in real time, it looked like Matty Freese just picked the wrong way. Well, we will take it. 2-2 in the 61st minute in the second half. Back-to-back goals. Back-to-back, Jack, in the second half. We got a game at Yankee Stadium. Far side touchline, Allende. I mean, a scrum for the ball would be saying it lightly, and finally we have a foul. That was some ugly play on that far side touchline, and it ultimately turns into a foul. Fernandez going to ground. 62 minutes, 2-2 now. Inter Miami and New York, and we do have a substitute coming on. This is Daniel Pinter on for Tadio Allende. So the young former Inter Miami CF2 player getting his second opportunity of the season. He made his first start in the MLS against Charlotte. New York now trying to go deep to Gray. Dane St. Clair on it. New York slapping on a press, near side touchline. Noah Allen, 63 minutes gone by. Second half, Inter Miami at Yankee Stadium. 2-2 the score with our Herons and New York City. Luan. Far side touchline, Pinter. Inter Miami in a dangerous spot. Here's Segovia. Messi. Turnover. Right at midfield is Parks. New York on it. Here's Morales. Far side, near side touchline, to Gray. Still on that near side touchline is Gray. He's getting closed down by Allen and Segovia. O'Neal ends up with it. Parks with space. Parks finds Fernandez. Fernandez shot blocked! Good save by Dane St. Clair. Dane stonewalled him on the near post. But man, Nico Fernandez almost had his brace. He has been dangerous in this game. 64th minute, going to be a corner kick presented by Lytle Rider Smith Ivy in Farmworth for New York. Abo, Gatto, ABO, GADO-Florida.com for more information. They've been serving South Florida for 40 years. Looking for a back post man. Nico Fernandez. Morales was looking for Fernandez on that back stag, but nobody home. Once again, the free kick goal by Messi. I originally thought he fooled Freeze, but it took a deflection, a wicked deflection off of Nico Fernandez. And we will take it. It's Lionel Messi getting his goal, a deserved goal. We already talked about the woodwork and the saves that he had in the first half, and now we have a foul as Inter Miami was inching closer to that penalty arc of New York. Head referee Villarreal Jr. said Segovia was a bit handsy. O'Neal to Fernandez. Far side touchline Morales. Morales taking the ground. Uh-oh. This could be a red card for Ian Frey. Is he going to get his second yellow of the game? Oh, gosh, thank goodness. I thought Ian Frey was headed for the tunnel. But I thought Frey was heading for the tunnel with his second yellow, but ultimately, head referee Villarreal Jr. deciding to keep his card in his pocket, and thankfully. Frey now getting a talk to from Villarreal Jr. about something. Says no more of that. Frey picked up a yellow card in the 55th minute. Frey, he picked it up in the 55th minute, and then I was worried that was going to be his second, and he was going to be sent off with a red card. But ultimately, we're good. He took Morales to ground. I got a little worried. And play resumed. Gray now, almost a turnover. I'll tell you what, Silvetti is a thunderbolt. And now, apparently, it has been brought to my attention by my OG on-site producer, Oscar Gonzalez. Yannick Bright is the one with the yellow card in the 55th minute and not Ian Frey. As we try to get on the same page here on our Inter Miami radio network. But 67th minute, 2-2. 2-2 the score. And now we have another whistle. This one is going to go, I believe, against our Heron. It's going to be a free kick for New York. Silvetti, the young Argentinian. I really like what I've seen from Silvetti this year, the MLS playoff run from last year, which turned into a trophy. Now play resumed. Inter Miami back on it. Ian Frey with a lot of space. Still running with it. Now dispossessed. Miami still trying to close down New York. So that doesn't happen. Morales, deep through ball. Mikael gets a foot on it. And now ball won by New York. Far side touchline. That's going to be a corner kick for New York. The 68th minute. All corner kicks presented by Letter Rider, Smith, Ivy, and Farmland. Abo Gatto, Florida.com for more information. For 40 years, Letter Rider, Smith, Ivy, and Farmland has stood up for clients and South Florida communities. There's no cost for a case evaluation and no fees unless you win. Once again, ABOGADO-Florida.com for more information. Right foot in swinger Morales deflected away by Luan. And now Segovia boots it away. New York back on it with their defenders. Here's O'Neal. So 69 minutes, New York near side touchline in their own territory. Inter Miami has slapped on a pretty good press the last 2 minutes here. Segovia trying to win it off of Gray. Doesn't happen. Now a turnover for our hands. Inter Miami has it in New York territory, near side touchline. Oh, no, and a missed ball by Luan. Morales on the run. This could be dangerous. Morales with numbers. Lays it onto his fullback, far side touchline. O'Toole to Parks. Now back to Morales. I'll tell you what, Morales has had a good game today. Definitely the most touches in the match. Right at the penalty arc is Fernandez. He's still on it. Now a turnover. Can Inter Miami respond? Here's Lionel Messi. Daniel Pinter, far side touchline. Pinter to Messi. Messi to Ayala. And Ayala can't hold on to it. 70 minutes have gone by 2-2. Inter Miami and NYCFC. Lionel Messi, free kick goal. Gonzalo Luan, rebound goal off of a corner. And for New York, Nico Fernandez with a free kick goal. And then Ojeda. Those are the two goal scorers for New York. 71 minutes. Overrated chance at Yankee Stadium. Mikael. Near side touch on to Allen.
Yes, thanks.
Miami in their own box, can't get out. Segovia now going nowhere fast as he's getting closed down. Mikael deep in the coffin corner to Dane St. Clair, and St. Clair almost lost that, and he finally boots it away. Gray, near side touchline. New York with it at midfield. They'll recycle to their defense. Here's Martins. Gets it across midfield. Tries to do a big switch to Wolf, but Ian Frey is there. Far side touchline, Pinter. 72nd minute, 2-2, Inter Miami in New York. Yankee Stadium. Segovia. Right at the midfield circle in Inter Miami territory. Now Ayala. Now Mikael. Mikael. Inter Miami now in a dangerous spot. Lionel Messi with space. Messi streaking to goal. Leo shot just outside. Could have taken a deflection off of Freeze, waiting on the referee's signal. But man, Lionel Messi went on a run from midfield. Nobody stopped him. And yes, it took a deflection off of an NYCFC Upman. And this is going to be a corner kick presented by Lido Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Frauenrath. Segovia takes it quickly. Messi, near side touchline, right outside the box. He'll retreat back to Noah Allen. Allen crosses it, back stick, Mikael! Goal! Mikael with a back stick header! What a pass by Noah Allen! In the 73rd minute, Inter Miami takes the lead! They were down 2-1. Now they're up 3-2. Noah Allen, Mikael, back stick, goal number 3. What a well-placed header by Mikael. The pass was great, but wow, what a finish by the Brazilian. Freeze made his best attempt on it. No chance. 3-2, Inter Miami. Mikael, the defender who came on over from Palmeiras. He has been quality. And I believe we might, capital M, might have a substitution. Yannick Bright hobbling a little bit. New York resumes play. They're going to, they got about 15 minutes to go and get an equalizer. We got to wait and see how much extra time there's going to be. Haven't been a lot of stoppages. By the way, with Coach Mascherano out, it's Leandro Stilitano who is currently handling things in the dugout for Inter Miami. As a long through ball. Oh my. Did they say? So folks, a long through ball. St. Clair stepped up and grabbed it, but he might have grabbed it outside of his box. That's what New York was signaling for, but head referee Villarreal Jr. hasn't done anything about it yet. He might have, folks, he might have grabbed that ball outside of the box. They're begging for somebody to take a look at this as we now get a replay. Oh my goodness, he was outside of the box. He came off his line and he grabbed it outside of the box. I don't think, at this juncture in time, I don't think they can go back and do anything about it. And we might have been, we might have gotten away with one, but wow. That is fortunate for us. Not complaining by any means, but oh, golly. They are not happy here at Yankee Stadium. Now a foul. That was the frustration foul. I agree with my OG onsite producer, Oscar. That should be a card. I don't think he's going to give him one, though. Call it a makeup call for Dane St. Clair clearly grabbing it outside of the box. I mean, that is as fortunate as it gets, folks. Holy cow. All right, here come the subs. 3 substitutions coming on. Herman Berterame taking off Matteo Silvetti. Facundo Mora taking off Ian Frey. And I believe the last one is going to be Davi Ruiz. Still waiting on a number here. But Mura and Berterame 100% coming on here. And it is Davi Ruiz coming on for Yannick Bright. Bright was hobbling and dealing with an injury. I hope everything's okay with Yannick Bright. But 77 minutes, Inter Miami up 3-2. Inter Miami probably escaped the call with St. Clair grabbing it outside of his box. But we will take it. And then Shore is going to come on for Parks for New York. So a midfield switch, Shore coming on for Parks for New York. NYCFC far side touchline. Tinkering in Inter Miami's half as Shore tried immediately playing a long through ball to Gray. And that's going to be a goal kick. St. Clair, who is probably a little thankful that wasn't a citation, is on it now for Inter Miami. Blue on. .50-50 ball won by our Herons. Messi, great pass to Daniel Pinner. Inter Miami in business. Pinner clutched it in. Berterame goal! Herman Berterame with his first goal of the season. No offsides. Oh. Offsides. Oh, I was ready for that one, folks. Berterame, who has been searching for that first goal of the season, apparently was a hair offsides. Oh, what a beautiful ball in. What a great strike. Birdie, as they call him. A bit unlucky for Birdie there as Messi played a beautiful pass to Pinter, and they're calling Daniel Pinter offsides. They're calling Pinter offsides from the pass from Lionel Messi. But Berterame still going to have to wait for his first goal of the season. And in my opinion, still have 10 minutes here. I think 4-2 at this junction could all but do it if Inter Miami scores another. New York now on the run, far side touchline, Wolf. Wolf looking for Shore in the box. Shore goes to the ground. When you're never getting that call, son. Get up. But 3-2, your score in the 80th minute. 80 minutes gone by, 3-2, Inter Miami on top of New York. Ojeda and Gonzalez, the 2 goal scorers for New York. And then our Herons able to get 3 behind Matt Freese's net. It was a header goal that made it 3-2. It was a free kick goal by Lionel Messi and a Gonzalo Luan rebound goal off of a corner. But 80 minutes and 3-2 the scoreline. Pinter wins it. Inter Miami in business in New York territory with Messi. Messi finds Segovia. Penalty arc. Tried to backheel to Messi. Got a little cute and a turnover. Stepping up and winning the ball is Moura. Inter Miami has it. Their midfield circle. Now into New York territory. To ground, Davi Ruiz, and a foul. Going to be a free kick for Inter Miami. Another substitution coming on for New York. Wolf coming off and Magno coming on. Magno, a late attacker being brought on. New York trying to get something out of this home fixture versus the Herons. As Herman Berterame with a nice win of the ball. He tries going back stick to somebody, anybody, but nobody's home. Right idea, though. Berterame beat Gray on that near side touchline. And he wanted to hit somebody back stick. Problem was, no one was crashing. Gray. Inter Miami still has the press on. This is Martins. Berterame and Messi tracking. Luan playing a bit up for the defender. Now he gets back. And now we have a long through ball. Here's Ojeda. Takes it on, and that one way off target. Ojeda got it all wrong. And that'll be a goal kick for our Herons in St. Clair. But Ojeda, he did have Noah Allen beat on that left side, or near side touchline, and thankfully he sent it over into about the 18th row. 3-2, Inter Miami on top. Inching closer to that 83rd minute. Segovia. Midfield circle in Inter territory. Trying to get that ball across midfield. Still has it. Far side touchline to Pinner. Now to Moura. Moura will recycle back to the defense. Luan right outside of Inter Miami's box. 83 minutes have officially gone by. Segovia. Back to Luan. Presses on for New York. Can Inter Miami spring the trap? Far side touchline, Pinner. Ruiz to Messi. Messi with acres of space. Inching closer to the box. Lionel Messi shot! Saved! Matt Freese. Didn't hit it the best. He wants it back. Leo wants that one back, but what a run on the ball for Messi. Almost goal number 2 for him in this game. Morales with plenty of space right at that midfield circle of New York. Shore now gets it to Morales in Inter Miami territory with space is Magno. Pass on. Here's Magno in the box. Lays it up. Back stick. Fernandez. And now we have the offsides. We have whistles. I don't see this how it can't be anything than an offsides. But man, Lionel Messi with a great run on the ball did not hit that the best. And now we resume play. Like I said, it was offside, so Dane St. Clair will have a free kick from his own box. St. Clair boots it away. So Berterame gets up and wins the header, but New York ends up with it. with Magno. Morales. Ball won by Inter Miami. Messi. Ruiz. Inter Miami recycles into the defense. 85 minutes gone by. 85. Inter Miami up 3-2. This would be a big result for Inter Miami. New York is second on that Eastern Conference table. But if Inter Miami secures points here, they will be third. And now we have multiple substitutions coming on for New York. Ojeda coming off of the pitch. Gray coming off of the pitch. So Ojeda and Gray off. And coming on is Reed and Baera. So Reed and Baera place Ojeda and Gray. As Inter Miami now has a near side touchline with Allen. They've used 4 substitutions so far, New York. We're 1 substitution away from reaching their limit. So now you have it far side touchline Ruiz. Ruiz still running with it in New York territory. Gets it to Segovia. Segovia escorted out of bounds and actually a foul issued by Villarreal Jr., the head referee. Once again, 4 substitutions so far for New York. 3 substitutions for our Herons. Magno took off Wolf. Shore took off Parks. And then Baera taking off Ojeda and Reed taking off Gray. 87 minutes gone by. We are 3 minutes away from your extra time allotment presented by your local South Florida Audi dealer. And I believe we have a sneaky corner. Thought that may have been a goal kick, but no, it's going to be a corner kick for our Inter Miami Herons. Presented by Little Rider Smith Ivy and Farmrath. Abogado-Florida.com for more information. Been serving South Florida and their families for 40 years. They don't get paid unless you win. And it's Little Rider Smith Ivy and Farmrath. Messi. Berterame and over the bar. Berterame has looked dangerous since coming on. Herman has not scored a goal yet. Birdie has not scored a goal yet in his Inter Miami tenure. But one would think a plethora are coming soon. Very good player from Monterrey. And if you remember, 2 years ago, is it 3 now? I'm getting old. When Inter Miami and Lionel Messi were knocked out by Monterrey, Berterame was a big part of that Monterrey squad in the CONCACAF Champions Cup. Inter Miami and New York trading possessions. This is going to be a throw-in for Inter Miami. As Noah Allen takes his sweet time to throw it in. 3-2, Herons on top, 88 minutes have been played. That one out of bounds again, and it's going to be another Inter Miami throw, this time at the midfield stripe. Near side touchline throw, Allen gets it to Segovia. Segovia, bad turnover. Magno with it. Makes a move, still with space. Magno plays out Fernandez. Fernandez to Magno, and he sold it. A good stop by the Inter Miami defense. Wow, Magno had that in a dangerous position. I got to see who gets a foot on this in the box. That was a sliding tackle by David Aishala, and it could have saved 3 points. Now we have a corner kick presented by Little Rider Smith Ivy and Farnrath. 40 years. They've been serving families in South Florida. Abogado-Florida.com for more information. Left foot in swinger coming from Nico Fernandez. Can Inter Miami hold on in the 89th minute? Matt Freese gets his head on it, and it goes out of bounds. They brought the goalkeeper So Janssen, the head coach and gaffer, brought on Matty Freeze into the box for that corner. And he got his head on it, but it went out of bounds. So 90 minutes have gone by. 6 minutes of extra time. I don't know how you got 6 minutes, but 6 minutes of extra time presented by your local South Florida Audi dealer should be nothing higher than 3 or 4, but fair play. Folks, test drive that new Q3 e-tron today. Your extra time brought to you by your local South Florida Audi dealer. Say yes to the yes life with the brand new Audi Q3. A foul. This one going to go against Davi Ruiz. Going to be a free kick for New York. But folks, I don't know how they got 6 minutes, but 6 minutes of extra time for New York to try to equalize. 3-2, Inter Miami on top. The 3 goal scorers for Inter Miami, Mikael, Lionel Messi, and Gonzalo Luan. The 2 goal scorers for New York, Nico Fernandez. Can't forget that free kick goal is quickly, free kick taken quickly by New York. And now I believe we have a foul or a handball. Fernandez took that free kick quickly. It was deflected and it hit the hand of Morales. But back to the goal scorers, Ojeda and Fernandez, 2 goal scorers for New York. 91.5 minutes have been played, 6 minutes of extra time. Inter Miami up by a goal. Inter Miami taking their time getting to the ball. They're not careful. They're going to get a card for time wasting. Luan already has a card. Thankfully, he boots it away. As Herman Berame trying to get the long through ball, won by New York. As Davi Ruiz takes short of ground, and this is going to be a free kick. 92 minutes, 4 minutes of the allotted 6 left to play in the game. Inter Miami hanging on to a 1-goal lead, 3-2. Ball quickly is played by New York, who needs to equalize. Freeze, deep ball. St. Clair grabs it. St. Clair will take his time getting rid of this, but Seymour Reed was almost on the end of that long through ball. Once again, Reed and Magno, the 2 substituted attackers, fresh legs, as we say. As we have a turnover here, Bertarame almost ended up with it. Now won by New York, but a handball on a 50-50 ball by David Ayala. Ayala's had a nice game. Good game in the midfield, a game-saving tackle in the box on Magno. I was surprised Fernandez didn't shoot that opportunity. He decided to lay it back up to Magno, and then Ayala with what I'm calling a game-saving tackle. 93 minutes have been played. 93. 3 more minutes of the allotted 6. New York's taking their time on the free kick. That's music to our ears. It's Inter Miami supporters. Morales and Fernandez both standing over it. It'll be Morales crossing it into the box. Headed away by Inter Miami. And I believe I'm waiting on the referee's signal. And that will be a New York corner presented by Lytle Rider, Smith, Ivy, and Farnrath. For 40 years, they've been serving South Florida and our people. They don't get paid unless you win. Visit abogado-florida.com for more information. Abogado-florida.com for more information. ABOGADO-florida.com for more information. Cross in, freeze up with the attack, and that was a header by O'Toole, and a game-saving save by Nate St. Clair. Gotta clean that up defensively. O'Toole untouched on that back stick. Now we have a stoppage of play as Segovia and Freeze are getting into it. 94.5 minutes. So 4.5 minutes in the allotted 6. Could be one of the last opportunities. Inter Miami's got to hunker down. Candy bar the door. Cross in. Cleared away. New York's still on it. Fernandez, Domengno, headed away. Pitzer trying to clear, finds Messi. Messi clears. Segovia on the run. Freeze is out of his net. Freeze trying to play on Seymour Reed, and that one goes behind the touchline. We are at the dying embers of the game, and New York doing all they can to try to equalize. 95-16, 95-17. There's 6 minutes of added time, 40 seconds away from the allotted 6. St. Clair will take his time on the goal kick. Probably he'll take a yellow. And now he boots it away. 50-50 ball. New York ends up with it. Now Inter Miami has it. Deep through ball to Pitter. Daniel Pitter shot! And just off the mark. Matt Freese will try to go quick. 95-52, 95-53. New York going backwards for some reason. Or no, wait. Head referee Villarreal Jr. makes Matt Freese retake the kick. Kicked off and game. Final score, 3-2. Inter Miami victors in New York. The New York faithful felt like they were owed one more attack, but head referee Villarreal Jr. blows his whistle. Inter Miami winners, 3-2 in the Big Apple at Yankee Stadium. Your goal scorers, Gonzalo Luan, Lionel Messi, and Mikael. 3 points to the good on your Inter Miami radio network. Post game next.
Picture this, a curve.
Hey, ref, timeout, man. All right, team, we're only down by 5. We can still win this. Grab some water and get back out there. Whoa, not that water. You need Culligan water. With the free water test and advanced reverse osmosis purification system, Culligan helps reduce contaminants, delivering cleaner, safer, better tasting water. Enjoy 12 months interest-free. Schedule your free test today at Culligan.com. Serving all of South Florida, residential or commercial.
Hey, Culligan man!
Want to accelerate your career as a manager or executive in the exciting industry of sports? Florida Atlantic University's MBA in Sport Management program is ranked #1 in Florida and 10th in the world. Students learn practical and applied skills from top faculty and experts who work in the industry. With a 94% placement rate for all grads, the full-time MBA program sets students up for success in the world of sports. Check out Florida Atlantic University's MBA in Sport Management program today by going to business.fau.edu.
Ready to take on any terrain? The all-new 2026 Defender 110 P300S is here. Built for those who crave adventure without compromising on luxury. Lease the powerful 2026 Defender 110 P300S for just $899 per month for 36 months. Whether you're tackling the toughest roads or cruising the city, the Defender is ready for it all. Don't wait. Visit Land Rover Palm Beach today and experience the Defender like never before. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Need an extra boost? With Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union, you can earn up to $700 each year with a 7.0% annual percentage yield on balances up to $10,000. That's real money for real moments, like a family getaway or treating yourself to something special. Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union. Requirements apply to earn the highest dividend rates. Limit 1 checking account per membership. Dividend rates and annual percentage yield subject to change. Business accounts do not qualify. Insured by NCUA, official credit union of Florida Atlantic Athletics.
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Transworld Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121 or visit tworld.com today.
College basketball is heating up and the tournament is here. Don't let your home get caught off guard. Get game ready now with EDS Air Conditioning. EDS Air Conditioning is a trained comfort specialist. It's hard to stop a train. Right now, qualified customers can get 0% interest for 60 months on a brand new AC. Hot streaks belong on the court, not in your living room. With over 800 Google reviews and a 4.8 star rating, EDS has been the trusted MVP since 2006. Visit EDSIsyes.com today.
Picture this: a curve in the road, a change in plans. Well, what do you say? With the all-new Audi Q3, the answer's always yes. Yes to adventure. Yes to escape. Yes to performance. Yes to comfort. Yes to right now. Because saying yes without hesitation, that's real luxury. The all-new Audi Q3, made for the yes life.
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Transworld Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121, or visit tworld.com today.
For 40 years, Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fraunrath has stood up for clients in South Florida communities. If you've been injured, their experienced attorneys across South Florida are ready to fight for your rights. They've recovered billions for their clients. There's no cost for a case evaluation and no fee unless they win. Visit foryourrights.com. That's foryourrights.com. Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fraunrath. Proud supporters of Inter Miami FC on ESPN South Florida. Main office in Palm Beach Gardens.
At St. Lucie Battery and Tire, batteries came before tires. We've been selling and servicing all types of batteries for over 50 years. So when you need a battery for nearly anything, we have it, as well as the fast professional installation you need. We carry premium batteries for all your needs: automotive, commercial, marine, RV, and specialty. We also offer delivery and on-site installation, serving our customers quality products for over 50 years in the home of honest, reliable service. Go to slbt.com and book your next appointment.
Anna Jar and Levine.
Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 1063.
WESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station. The pink smoke is in the air. This is the Inter Miami postgame show. Here's Mike Rizzo.
Final score from Yankee Stadium, 3-2. Our Inter Miami Herons getting all 3 points. Inter Miami was coming off of I guess technically a loss, even though it was a 1-1 game in South Florida in the CONCACAF Champions Cup. But because of away goals, Inter Miami ended up losing the legs to Nashville and got bounced from the CONCACAF Champions Cup. Certainly, folks, today, Inter Miami was playing, I think, with some added urgency. I mean, they looked great. First half, second half, were things wrong defensively? On that Ojeda goal, fine. But I think altogether, Inter Miami deserved that game today, and they played very, very well. Let's get into the highlights. Kate Chumsland back at the City Play Studios in downtown West Palm Beach. He's got all the highlights for us. I want to remind everybody, my OG on-site producer, Oscar Gonzalez, my spotter, is with me here in New York. But let's take a listen to that first goal, Cade. Let's hear Gonzalo Luan get a rebound goal off of Inter Miami's first corner of the game. 2 minutes. 2 minutes have been played in the first half. First corner kick in swinger by Messi. Deflected away at one time by Segovia. And a deflection goal. Inter Miami gets a rebound goal. What a strike. Segovia put it on target. And then Inter Miami able to rebound it in the box. And it was actually Gonzalo Luan who ended up putting a shot on target. And Gonzalo Luan, off the rebound, able to score that in the 4th minute. Next, 1-1, Nico Fernandez tied things up on a free kick goal. It'll be Fernandez taking it on, bar down goal. Bar down goal, free kick goal for NYCFC. Oh my goodness. What a strike by Nico Fernandez. The 26-year-old Argentinian makes Inter Miami pay. 1-1 at Yankee Stadium. Our Herons now tied with New York in the 16th minute. What a bar-down goal. I mean, Dane St. Clair not even attempting to save that. And then we got to wait all the way until the second half for our next goal. This one was NYCFC going up 2-1. Augustine Ojeda, the young 21-year-old, finding a sliver in the Inter Miami defense and a good pass from Morales. With momentum and space, finds Morales. Morales with a through ball! Shot! Goal! New York gets their goal! Ojeda, the goal scorer! What a pass! What Morales with his 5th assist in the MLS season. And he finds a streaking Ojeda, who found the pocket between the center backs. Inter Miami down 2-1 in New York at Yankee Stadium. So Ojeda able to find that sliver, and it was a good pass through by Morales. Now, I mentioned on the broadcast, Inter Miami are going to have about 30 minutes to go and win this thing. And it all started with Lionel Messi with his own free kick in the 61st minute. You think that he might take this on. Messi does take it on! Goal! Lionel Messi with a free kick goal in the 60th minute. He completely fooled Matt Freese. Freese went the wrong way, and by the time he tried to go back to the right way, it was too late. And Messi, with that goal, it was put on target. Freese actually picked the right way, but it took a wicked deflection off of Nico Fernandez to the point where it was hard to distinguish if anyone hit it, but it went off Fernandez's left shoulder, and Lionel Messi with a free kick goal. And then the one that saw Inter Miami through and the full 3 points, a beautiful assist. It was a back stick assist from Noah Allen. Mikael heading it in the 74th minute. Allen crosses it, back stick, Mikael! Goal! Mikael with a back stick header! What a pass by Noah Allen! In the 73rd minute, Inter Miami takes the lead! So Inter Miami was able to see things through for the last 21 minutes. It was 15 left in the game, and then 6 minutes. I want to know where the referee got that 6 minutes from. But 6 minutes of extra time, Inter Miami hangs on for 21 minutes. Let's take our final timeout. When we come back, we'll wrap things up here at Yankee Stadium. We'll look ahead. Inter Miami off with the international break coming up next weekend. I'll let you know the next time you'll hear us when we return on our Inter Miami radio network.
Ready to take on any terrain? The all-new 2026 Defender 110 P300S is here. Built for those who crave adventure without compromising on luxury. Lease the powerful 2026 Defender 110 P300S for just $899 per month for 36 months. Whether you're tackling the toughest roads or cruising the city, the Defender is ready for it all. Don't wait. Visit Land Rover Palm Beach today and experience the Defender like never before. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Today's tax tip is brought to you by Anshin Accountants and Advisors with George Teixeira, partner and practice leader of Anshin's Financial Services Group.
When launching a private investment fund, proper structuring could mean the difference between high tax bills and smart tax savings. The new One Big Beautiful Bill Act permanently extends the 20% deduction on qualified business income, makes favorable changes to exclusions of gains of qualified small business stock, and brings back full expensing on capital investments. For fund managers, this means new opportunities to reduce taxable income and improve cash flow. At Anshin, a partner-owned firm since 1923, we specialize in building tax-efficient structures that help funds and their investors make the right decisions today for greater success tomorrow. If you are launching a fund in this new environment, let Anshin deliver value where others can't.
For more tax tips from Anshin, visit Anshin.com. That's ANCHIN.com. Anshin Accountants and Advisors, helping you recalculate what's possible.
At St. Lucie Battery and Tire, batteries came before tires. We've been selling and servicing all types of batteries for over 50 years. So when you need a battery for nearly anything, we have it, as well as the fast professional installation you need. We carry premium batteries for all your needs: automotive, commercial, marine, RV, and specialty. We also offer delivery and on-site installation, serving our customers quality products for over 50 years in the home of honest, reliable service. Go to slbt.com and book your next appointment.
For 40 years, Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fraunrath has stood up for clients in South Florida communities. If you've been injured, their experienced attorneys across South Florida are ready to fight for your rights. they've recovered billions for their clients. There's no cost for a case evaluation and no fee unless they win. Visit foryourrights.com. That's foryourrights.com. Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fronrath, proud supporters of Inter Miami FC on ESPN South Florida. Main office in Palm Beach Gardens.
Hey, ref, time out, man. All right, team, we're only down by 5. We can still win this. Grab some water and get back out there. Whoa, not that water. You need Culligan water. With a free water test and advanced reverse osmosis purification system, Culligan helps reduce contaminants, delivering cleaner, safer, better tasting water. Enjoy 12 months interest-free. Schedule your free test today at Culligan.com, serving all of South Florida, residential or commercial.
Hey, Culligan man!
Business owners, are your employees driving you nuts? Is money tight? Or have you just poured your heart and soul into your business and now it's time to retire and just relax? At Transworld Business Advisors, they have buyers from all over the world ready to buy your business now. Call for a confidential conversation about your business's current value. 561-203-5121. That's 561-203-5121 or visit tworld.com today.
Minor League Baseball is in full swing at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium as the Palm Beach Cardinals take the field on opening weekend, Thursday, April 2nd through Saturday, April 4th. Opening night features a Hawaiian shirt giveaway to the first 500 fans, and Saturday, April 4th, is the debut of the Palm Beach Frozen Iguanas, Minor League Baseball's coldest alternate identity, presented by Iggy Trap. To purchase tickets and find out more information, go to RogerDeanChevroletStadium.com.
Ready to take on any terrain? The all-new 2026 Defender 110 P300S is here. Built for those who crave adventure without compromising on luxury. Lease the powerful 2026 Defender 110 P300S for just $899 per month for 36 months. Whether you're tackling the toughest roads or cruising the city, the Defender is ready for it all. Don't wait. Visit Land Rover Palm Beach today and experience the Defender like never before. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
If you want to learn how to fan the football way, ask the fans with a Modelo. Only they know how to celebrate with strangers as if they were lifelong friends. To lose their voice for weeks after chanting for 90 minutes. They are always ready to teach you the ways of football, because to them, passion is meant to be shared. So go ahead, ask the fans with a Modelo.
The pink smoke is in the air. This is the Inter Miami postgame show. Here's Mike Rizzo.
Final score, Inter Miami winners at Yankee Stadium 3-2. We just went through your goal-scoring highlights of Mikael's backstick header, Lionel Messi's free kick goal, and Gonzalo Luan's rebounded quarter kick goal. Inter Miami, with that win in New York, they are third place on the table and deadlocked in points with New York. Now, goal differential is what separates these teams, and even though both teams are 3-1-1, New York is in second place because they have a +6 better goal differential than Inter Miami. Now, our Herons are off next week with the international break. A ton of UEFA World Cup qualification rounds coming up, even more than UEFA, the African qualifications, the Asian qualifications, friendlies. You got all that coming up next week. So no Inter Miami football next weekend. But myself, Oscar, and Cade, we will be back with you guys coming up on April 4th. Inter Miami's first home game coming up April 4th against Austin FC. A ton of thank yous today. Once again, thank you to my OG on-site producer, Oscar Gonzalez, keeping me up here in New York and being my spotter. Also, Kate Jumslin back at the City Place Studios in downtown West Palm Beach, cutting up all our highlights and keeping us up over the air in Florida. Final score 3-2, Inter Miami winners. We'll talk to you guys Saturday, April 4th, at a home game for our Inter Miami Herons against Austin on your Inter Miami Radio Network.
And the tournament is here. Don't let your home get caught off guard. Get game ready now with EDS Air Conditioning. EDS Air Conditioning is a trained comfort specialist. It's hard to stop a train. Right now, qualified customers can get 0% interest for 60 months on a brand new AC. Hot streaks belong on the court, not in your living room. With over 800 Google reviews and a 4.8 star rating, EDS has been the trusted MVP since 2006. Visit EDSisyes.com today.
Picture this. A curve in the road, a change in plans. Well, what do you say? With the all-new Audi Q3, the answer's always yes. Yes to adventure. Yes to escape. Yes to performance. Yes to comfort. Yes to right now. Because saying yes without hesitation, that's real luxury. The all-new Audi Q3, made for the yes life.
Need an extra boost? With Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union, you can earn up to $700 each year with a 7.0% annual percentage yield on balances up to $10,000. That's real